Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Claire.
I'm so excited to be back.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. This is going to be great.
How have you been?
Oh, just living the dream. It's fall in the Twin Cities. Freaking gorgeous.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Wish it could be this time longer. I'm sure it's going to be just cold as shit soon.
Stop with that. Stop with that language. I will not even listen to you, but you're probably right. Mm-hmm. But then that just means we'll have to get really cute boots.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with that?
I guess I'm not mad about really cute boots. I don't think I've ever owned really cute boots. Actually, in fact, I think I have the same pair of boots that I've had since high school.
And they're really cute. Like, I think I've seen them. And I've been
They're just like brown boots.
Yeah, but they're cute ones. You can't even get boots like that now.
No, they are exclusive, right?
Yeah, like now the boots you buy, they'd fall apart in like 5 minutes, like your computer.
Right.
Even though it's been like, what, how many years?
It's been like 8 years.
Okay. Yep. Same thing.
Pretty good shelf life, actually, for like a laptop, considering how much I use it.
Well, yeah. But I'm glad I'm back. And I'm sorry I shit on your computer. That was kind of mean.
Yeah, this computer's doing the Lord's work right now. It's recording us.
It's truth.
Which is the Lord's work.
I'm remembering back now that you used to have more boots, but like not really like they're not really for like going outside.
Who are you talking to?
Me. I used to have boots. I used to have like brown boots. Like
you had style boots?
Yes, they were like style boots they're like leather-ish and like they got like buckles and shit. And
you were really into a high top when we first met.
Yeah.
Like, that was like what you thought was the cute accessory. And what I think you've learned, and like that does look great. Like you look great in a high top, but you look also great in a lower shoe that doesn't cut off your ankle. Just saying.
Free the ankle.
Free the ankle. But yeah, you never had winter boots at all. Or did you?
Oh, not really, no.
Did you ever like slip and slide outside?
Sure.
You're going to slip and slide. Boots aren't going to stop you necessarily from slipping and sliding.
I guess that's true.
Because you got great boots. Great catchy boots.
I need like to know people's favorite boots, and I will get them. I need some boots.
I'm just going to wear the same boots I've had for 25 years until they go away.
I was just thinking, I mean, that feels like such a long time ago that I was like brown boot guy, but like that was like 2014, 15, and I feel like every fucking guy in a band had like a similar type of boot or shoe. It's just like not quite a boot, it's not quite a shoe, it's also not functional. But it looks cool on stage.
Okay, what were your guys' thoughts on girls that wore the really big, like, wedge flip-flops? They're, like, black, really big foam flip-flops. And, like, women wore them a lot in, like, 2007.
You say wedge because they were, like, heels and they had, like, that whole thing.
It just was, like, they were, like, thick. They were, like, a big
They weren't
bottom.
flat. They weren't flat, though. They were, like... Were they flats or were they like
some
heels?
Some of them were like a wedge heel, and some of them were just flat, like a flip flop, but just big.
But just big.
What I was trying to see is if you guys thought they were terrible.
Well, I feel like any one of those types of things with like a really large sole, or especially like a wedge like that, it's like you're just gonna twist your ankles. Just wear something.
Well, they're
shorter.
Coming back though.
Well,
I wish I had kept some.
So I just feel bad for all those ankles.
Well, I mean that's just like. I feel like half the shoes that I've ever worn, it's like something that's going to break my feet.
I feel like that's no longer necessary, Claire. Only wear nice, comfortable flat shoes forever.
Gosh, that makes me sound like such an old lady.
Why? I'm not gonna wear a fucking wedge or a heel either. So let's just do it together.
Well, wedges can be really comfortable. So
I mean, if it's comfortable, it's fine.
Yeah, totally agree.
But we're old enough that if it's uncomfortable, just don't fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think I'm just rambling about shoes though.
Because Joe doesn't care. So
I
whatever.
I have
right?
no idea what we're watching today, and I feel like I'm anxious. I'm just like talking.
Well, do you know what month it is?
I'm assuming it's spooky.
Yeah, she's right, Joe. She is right. It's spooky month.
That's why I was talking about the fall.
So things are about to happen. But before they do, Joe, what kind of podcast is this?
It's a TV podcast where we take a TV show and watch the first episode and skip straight to the end and watch the last episode. And then we get haunted.
Whoa.
But yeah, we don't watch the entire show. And it's typically a show we've not seen, although sometimes, one of us or two of us or something have seen the show and are, showing it to our friends here. But mostly it's us trying to just dive into something we've never seen before in just the first and last.
That's right.
The best parts.
And I have a show that I believe none of us have ever seen. I would be surprised. It was suggested to us by a friend of the show, Jake, and listeners, just in case you wanted to send us show suggestions, you can at FNDL Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitter. There's a gram too. But Jake said we should watch a little TV show called Channel Zero. You ever heard of that, Joe?
Is it an anthology?
It is an anthology.
I think I've seen one of the seasons.
Well, do you know which one?
Is there one called Murder House?
I don't know if there... Oh, wait.
Explain what you're talking about.
There might be.
One, what do you mean?
I think Channel Zero is... I think it's horror. It's either horror or sci-fi, but it's like an anthology, kind of like American Horror Story, where it's like they have different seasons, and each season is like its own story.
But they kind of have similar themes, or they're spooky in the similar way, or just similar directors?
I don't even know.
Okay, so
I've
you're
only seen
telling
one, I
me...
think.
Genre is anthology, horror, supernatural drama,
Cool.
per Wikipedia. I do. The seasons are called Candle Cove. That was one. Season 2 was called The No End House. Season 3 was Search and Rescue Woods, and 4 was Hidden Door.
Okay, I think I've seen No End House.
Okay, well, we're not watching that season. We're gonna dive into season 1 called Candle Cove.
Candle Cove.
Yes.
So when you guys see an anthology show, you just only watch the first and last of a season.
Yeah,
that's
because-
kind of like what we did with Taskmaster.
Yeah, Taskmaster, or like we've done American Horror Story before too, and that's an anthology show because it makes no sense to obviously watch the first episode and the last episode because
With
they're
different story.
They're different
Yeah.
characters, stories, actors, everything's different.
But what I'm hearing is, one, Jake picked this, so it's probably spooky. I'm getting a little nervous. 2, I'm only seeing the beginning and the end of a spooky thing.
Yep.
So I'm just going to get ramped up, feeling good about it and cozy, and then they're going to rip it all away from me.
Hopefully.
Oh my gosh.
So Joe, you've seen a season of the show potentially.
Yeah, and I don't remember how I watched it, but I feel like it was not the most legal. When did these come out, and where are they?
It was on Sci-Fi Network, and it was released. The seasons were from October 2016 through October 2018.
Okay,
Dude, people who had Sci-Fi Network were
maybe I
rich.
watched it on Sci-Fi Network, legitimately through Sci-Fi Network. I just feel like whatever I was watching through, the viewing experience was not great.
Oh, here's a fun one. Season 1 through N2's executive producer were Max Landis.
Oh, okay.
He's an American. He's like a filmmaker, son of John Landis, who's also a director.
So some,
Joe, you know
nepotism?
him. I mean, he made there's a YouTube video called "Wrestling Isn't Wrestling." Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And he made that, and I like that. That's
It's
fun.
great, yeah.
But he's an interesting fella, I believe, right? He wrote scripts for American Ultra, Chronicle, which I don't know what it is, Victor Frankenstein, and Bright, which is that orc movie from
With Will Smith and
yeah.
his partner is an alien or some shit.
Yeah. So he wrote scripts for those films.
Okay, cool.
And then he wrote and directed the series Channel Zero, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, and he created that series.
I don't know that.
I've seen an episode or two of Dirk Gently, which wasn't too bad. I think it's who's the dude? It is Elijah Wood
Okay.
and Dirk Gently.
So Max Landis did both season 1 and 2.
Yep.
So he did the season that I've seen.
And he's gonna do the other season that you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna do season 1. So
Which I will say that the season I've seen, I know it's completely unrelated, but like I did like that.
Okay.
It was, I mean, the thing of that one was like these kids go to a haunted house essentially, but then they just never leave the haunted house and they're just trapped, and it's spooky and weird and also kind of trippy in some ways.
That sounds like the same movie as the Get Out guy, just the other movie that he made, where they're stuck in the amusement park in the basement.
The Get Out guy.
They or
Jordan
them?
Peele?
Jordan Peele.
What's
had
it called?
Another movie.
I know
The second movie was called Us.
Maybe it was that.
It was that one.
And Us was a thing where like there's a whole nother like
Dimension.
underground world where there's like people that look like us.
Okay, well, I'm a little bit worried about being here in Jimmy's place during Spooky Month, as you might be able to tell. I'm having a little anxiety over here. I'm clearly not at spook levels that these gentlemen normally are. I'm a baby to this.
Let's get going.
So we are
baby to this.
I
Goo goo gaga over here.
okay, I didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't do a lot of horror. Joe is only allowed to like watch scary movies during 1 month of the year. He's been trying to stretch it into this September.
I've started watching scary movies like 2 weeks ago.
I mean, we've dabbled. It's been fall. But I hope that I can make it through. My only question before we begin is this, like, if I was an actor and I'm booking in a show, like I'm booking Channel Zero,
Okay.
am I only like gonna book one season of this show because they're not gonna necessarily bring me back for the next season? Or is it like, oh, if we like Susie we'll find a new character for Susie in season 2?
Well, I mean, I don't know the details of their contracts, but I would assume that they think they're going to do one season and then
Okay, so it is
potentially
like
get picked
one
up
and
different.
done because it's a totally different moment.
I mean, American Horror Story is similar to this on how it works, and they bring back other people. They bring back people to do other things, like from time to time. So there's some people that are like the show for a couple seasons, but then they're playing.
Okay, Joe, I want you to call out if you notice anybody.
No, I won't remember anyone.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
maybe IMDb can help us later.
Do you want me to tell you kind of a one sentence thing about what this season is about?
Yeah.
100%.
There's a guy named Chris Straub, I believe. He's an American web cartoonist. And so this season centers around Straub's story of one man's obsessive recollection of a mysterious children's television program from the 1980s.
Oh. Okay, that's fun.
Yeah. So it looks like each season is actually based on a someone's work kind of thing.
Okay, so basically Kermit the Frog's about to be murdering some people is what I'm hearing.
Winnie the Pooh might be murdering him too. You never know.
Oh, shit.
I'm
ready.
No. I believe the episodes are not named. Oh, they are named. So season 1 of which is titled Candle Cove. The first episode is called You Have to Go Inside. And let's watch that and we'll be back. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of Channel Zero. It was called You Have to Go Inside. I got a little write-up here. Straight off Amazon. Child psychologist Mike Painter returns home to investigate the 1988 murder of his twin brother. A kids' TV show may be the clue. When it airs again after 30 years, another child disappears. Dun-dun. What do you
Is that
think?
a Netflix sound?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Stay
guess
tuned.
Was this even on Netflix?
No.
Oh, okay.
What you think, Claire?
Oh, I'm like super confused, but I could get into this. I could get into a show like this. It's not like too gory, but there's like some spots where you like are like freaked out by like what pops on the screen and stuff.
Speak for yourself. I'm never scared.
Oh, I'm scared. But I was expecting to not like this, and I think it's kind of interesting. I'm excited to hear what everybody's predictions are, though, because I have a lot of questions.
I mean, Joe, I guess first off, what did you think?
It's definitely it was good. It was well made. And it's beyond that, it's definitely Joe coded in that it's spooky. And has to do with like nostalgia and like dipping back into like old shit you were into. So like those bits are very fun for me. Yeah, I liked it.
Excellent.
We haven't quite done plot yet, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, we're about to do plot.
Yeah.
But what did you think?
Oh, hated it. No, no, I thought it was pretty good. I think it was well done. I didn't know what to expect from this. Like it was going to be a bad anthology, kind of thing, put together bad or whatever. But it seems like this is an interesting story that's going to just make you very confused for a while.
Yes.
And they're just going to add more and more things because we saw a couple different, I guess, monster type things.
Yeah.
There's this weird TV show. Very interesting.
The horror genre of this is somewhat, at least for right now, it's just kind of like
ethereal.
Creepy, weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, there's puppets. It's just there's all
it's
the
not
things.
zombies. It's not ghosts. It's not vampires. It's not slashers.
But then there is Skeleton Man and Teeth Man.
Yeah, it's just weird stuff going on a little bit right now.
It's like Guillermo del Toro was like in EP on here or something like that. We're like, what kind of creepy shit could we put in there? He's like, I never used a teeth man before. So I liked it. My one kind of hang up, and I got over it, I think, as this 45-minute episode went over. But the main character, Mike Painter, is Mark Brandanowitz from Parks and Recreation, season 1.
Oh, he's in Parks and Rec?
He's in season 1, the one that Joe says no one should ever watch.
Oh.
But I have seen it, and therefore I'm like that, because I've only ever seen him in that show.
If you had said to me, Claire, I want you to guess what show this guy's on based on this episode, never would have said Parks and Rec. He just doesn't seem like a funny guy.
He's not.
Maybe that's why he's only one
He's not
season.
that funny in that one. He's kind of like this like dry character. Except he's just not like tormented by his past in Parks and Rec. He just had previously had sex with Leslie Knope. And is the city planner. Maybe that's what he is.
Don't remember.
Whatever. Okay, so plot. Mark just goes to his hometown to where his brother and I thought there was multiple kids that like went missing and died or whatever.
Yeah, there were 5 of them total.
5 total. He went back there, and the whole thing that happened back then was from September to October in 1988.
Just for 2 months.
These kids claim that, or him and his brother at least claim that there was a show called Cove on. And then while that show was on, that's when kids died. And that was the only time those kids went missing and died.
Yeah.
And then that show has never been on since or before.
Yeah. And I think the other thing was, so Mike's twin brother, Eddie, was one of the kids that was killed, and he was the only one that was not found.
Yeah, okay, he was never found?
Yeah.
Okay.
Though I feel like there was like clips of him potentially, like it just seems like if you watch this whole thing, you're gonna like learn a lot more about those murders, more so than we're going to.
I would hope so, yeah.
But because there was like clips thrown in of like the past and kids jumping off of cliffs, and it was wild stuff. I'm not gonna be good at explaining it.
Interesting, thing. It seemed like the weird things were happening to Eddie. Like they ran away from like a dog that was attacking them, and Eddie seemed to like dog whisper it.
Yeah, Eddie is Mike's
twin
brother, who again was the one who was killed.
So we saw some like when they were kids around that time, and like we're basically watching like Eddie get weird, kind of. But that's kind of it. They were just like getting picked on by some like bully, and then they were like watching TV, which was Cove, and then we find out later that his mom said that it was just static, and they were like making it up.
Yeah.
Even though Mike thinks he watched a show, like he like very much thinks he watched a show.
I think it's really interesting. So this guy Mike, this character, we're supposed to believe that he's never been back to this town for 30 years. But then he walks into town and everybody's like, Mike, good to see you, man. Like, right? Or, did anybody else get that impression?
Well, I don't know if it was 30 years.
That's true.
The show aired 30 years ago. Like,
but he says that he left his parents right after his brother was murdered.
Yeah, whether it's actually been 30 years or not,
It's been a while.
He's not around there anymore. So, but you're saying it's weird that he came back and they're all familiar, or like?
I don't know. I felt like it was, but maybe not.
I mean, it seems like a small town, and like they knew his mom still, and they're like, "Oh, you're Mike. We remember Mike."
Yeah, they gave me a small town vibe because it's like a lot of his friends still live there, a lot of his childhood friends still live there, and then it's the type of thing of, oh, his friend Gary is now the sheriff, and that's to me is shorthand for small town. There's no one else here. Like the people who stay here just become the people, and then we just move on.
Yes, but like I understood it as I moved out after this event happened, and then I'm trying to imagine that you would, I mean, maybe I've never been through this situation, so maybe you would like kind of like lock that trauma away and remember all those people and like be able to come back and be like, oh, you're my friend and now you're the sheriff. In my head though, it's like he wouldn't be able to do that. But
he wouldn't be able to do that as in like he just wouldn't know those people anymore.
Like he would have forgot, like he would have probably like intentionally not been able to remember these memories, which it sounds like there was some sort of regression or like not paying attention to these memories, and like now they're coming out by him like cutting him. I don't know. I'm ruining the whole plot. I'm sorry, Josh.
I mean, I'm not following you.
So,
I mean, you're just saying it's weird that he's back and able to process these things, or like
it's weird that anybody like knows who he is and like gives a shit about him, because I don't think he lived there that long. You only lived there through 8.
They weren't 8. Were they 8?
I thought that's what they said.
Maybe 8. You know what's going on with 8. I mean, if a
there
really
were
big
5 children killed, you don't think they remember Mike?
I don't think that. I don't.
He's probably one of the 10 kids in town that didn't get killed.
That's true. That's a good point.
And it's not like they were probably. I mean, his mom clearly stayed there, so like. Yeah, so they remember.
It's a small town, I think is the.
I think we just go small town people. Everyone remembers who, no matter if you moved away when you were 10 or when you were 40.
Yeah,
we just remember you. But so he goes back, and then he meets up with Gary and Jessica. It seems like he maybe knew both of them as they were kids, and then they got married, had 2 kids, Katie and Dane. He went over there for like a dinner, or he, as in Mike, went over there for like dinner. And they kind of like reminisced, I guess, or reminisced about the good old murdering times. I don't know. They had a dinner, and then he saw his Gary's daughter, Katie. She was like watching TV, and she like mentioned Candy. I want to say Candy Cove, Candle Cove, and then he like brought it up to like Jessica, and he was like, "Oh, you guys remember like Candle Cove?" And they're like, "How the fuck could we not like remember Candle Cove?" And he was like, "Katie just said she was like watching it," and so but then the next day she goes missing, and then all signs point to like, "Dude, Mike, you just got back here. You said something weird about the crazy times back before, and now our daughter's missing." So, it's like, oh, is he? And then we kind of get this like, we just found out he was in a like psych ward for like a couple days prior, because I think this stuff came back to him and he kind of had a little breakdown.
Yeah, there's like no HIPAA violations at all in this. They just like it's like not in the real world.
You think that like in TV, like they're not allowed to show like the medical background of the?
No, what I'm saying is like she comes at him like, I know that you were in this place, and like how the heck would she know that? And she makes it sound like her husband, who's a sheriff, figured it out, which is valid. I don't really know how cops work.
Or his mom, or I mean, like he's been around. Like people are talking. Like,
okay, I don't know enough about small towns. I've been in a city too long, but this is why, Joe, we should move to a small town.
Just imagine a small town is exactly the opposite of what you do now, and now you know everything you need to know about a small town.
Okay, perfect.
So then like, yeah, Katie's missing. They think it might be Mike. Mike finds, he like goes to like Dane, the other kid, and is like, where did Katie say she was going? And he said like, oh, she said she was going to the crow's nest. Mike apparently knew what that meant. He went, and he actually found Katie like alive, hanging out.
in the woods somewhere.
In the woods.
Yeah.
And then like on his way there was like a dude like kind of dressed like a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just like in a skeleton jumpsuit ish with like a big furry skeleton head.
And he's been popping up.
Yeah, he's kind of been
popping
around.
up and around, like beep bopping.
But
in the
really,
background of
like,
things.
So far, besides like Katie going missing and being in there weirdly, we still have only really seen like Mike interact with these like weird people kind of thing. So it's kind of like, is this Mike's head? Is it real? Is it not real? Who knows? And then he gets Katie, he brings her back home, but she left 2 teeth there, and just a man made of teeth kind of crawled out from behind a rock and grabbed the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
gloomed himself, I guess.
We're gonna give him the name Teeth Man.
Teeth guy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Teeth Man.
Literally made of teeth.
Yeah, he was just like, if your skin was teeth, that's what he was.
Mm-hmm.
But like also Katie's teeth were apparently removed from her mouth.
Well, they
left there. He like grabbed up the teeth. Teeth Man.
Yeah, he didn't take it from Katie's mouth. They were
already popped out.
Yeah,
and he took them.
How many was it? Did you guys see?
It's 2.
It was like 2.
I saw 2.
I wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3.
I mean, when 2, why not 3?
Is this gonna tie into your predictions?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Total of 5 more teeth.
Literally what?
Got it.
Josh knows my prediction.
It's just 5. It's just a nice round number.
That's pretty much it, plot wise, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I want to come back to just Candle Cove itself.
The TV show?
The TV show. So, again, the lore of the show is that this is a show that the kids saw. It would just randomly pop on in the afternoons or something for just this 2-month period, which happened to be the period where these murders are happening. But the show is, I think I saw somewhere when I was reading Wikipedia or something that like the flashbacks to when they were kids is like 1988.
Because that's when they also said it was happening.
Yeah. And so the show Candle Cove, it's a puppet show. It's like a kid's puppet show, kind of in the style of like for me, it's like Mr. Rogers, but prior to that, I feel like there's more like Captain Kangaroo or something, or like
I feel like Mr. Rogers is a good like connection because they're not like Jim Henson puppets. They're kind of fucked up puppets.
They're kind of just like on the level of like a hand puppet, like pretty basic, like not much articulation, but it's for kids. So like you just hear the high pitched voices, and it's coming from this puppet, which is like. That is like a horror trope unto itself, like just the aesthetic of, hey, remember old kid shows? Weren't they creepy? Like there was a wrestler who had passed away recently in WWE who like his like shtick for the last part of his career, which was like a creepy character, was like the host of a like children's TV show that was just a little bit off.
That guy died?
Yeah.
He was so young.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah,
got suplexed to heaven.
He even got Bailey to become a heel and be part of his thing, right?
That's close.
That was close.
You got a women wrestler in there in the correct trajectory, I guess.
But yeah, the children's TV show aesthetic is like definitely like a horror thing. This the show we were talking about, like Chris Straub in the
the web artist.
Yeah, that actually where that's from is the this story of like Candle Cove and there being a creepy show that only a few people remember. It comes from just like a short story that this guy Chris Straub wrote that's like it's classified as like a creepy pasta. Does that term mean anything to you guys?
Yes.
No, I've heard people say it, but I never really understood what the heck they were talking about.
It's just an internet term for like internet era urban legends. Stories that have been passed around.
So an urban legend is when they say creepy pasta, that's what that means?
Well, no, it's just like,
legends?
I mean, urban legend, maybe. It could just be a story on the internet that's been passed around for person to person for a while, and basically at this point, no one really knows where you can probably look it up, but like, you
Would
know,
that also be
this
like
been
equivalent to like
reposted.
a chain email
Yeah,
that you get
yes,
from
exactly.
your
Sure.
grandma?
Yep.
Kind of thing about like, oh, this lady was down on her luck. And
Yeah, it's just lore that's just like it's been passed around and no one knows where it came from, urban legend type stuff. Except this one does have a definitive author in Chris Straub. But like I had scrolled through some of that, the actual story of that, which you can find, and it's like it's written in the style of posts from a message board from people being like, hey, does anybody remember this show from like the 70s called like Candle Cove?
Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
No.
And it's just like a big thread of like people remembering this show, and I'm sure a lot of the elements from this
So like
episode
this
are in
show
that.
existed?
No. This is a made up story, an urban legend.
This is an urban legend that people like are like, I've seen that show.
Wait,
I'm so confused.
this, like I said at the beginning, and Joe was kind of explaining that Chris Straub, whatever. He was a web cartoonist that made that
Oh.
story that Joe is talking about up, and
Mhm.
that's what this TV show is based on.
Yes.
You guys.
And that
I got
story
it.
has been passed around kind of like an urban legend.
So does anyone know what the end of the urban legend is? Like, have you guys ever heard this urban legend before?
I've never read Chris's.
I mean, I scrolled to the
Creepypasta
end
thing.
and it was, just similar to what it's just people kind of recounting the show. And the very last post in there is one of the writers of posts remembering that, like, oh, he talked to his mom and something, and the mom said that actually you were just watching static for a half an hour. So yeah, stuff from the show.
Gotcha.
But yeah, what do you guys think of the like children's show horror aesthetic? Is that something that's like creepy to you, or is it just kind of just like this is just kid shit?
Kid shit. I would not show this to a kid.
Mm.
No, it's kind of fun. It kind of make the way it's set up with like, yeah, it being like a remember when we were kids kind of
Mhm.
thing, and this happened. It kind of makes me think of like Stand By Me, or like some
Mhm.
those other like kind of like older horror movies that are like It.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of giving me like that kind of feel,
Yeah.
which I like. That's
Yeah,
kind of a fun, like it's probably good. It's like showing us the flash backwards, just kind of giving us a little bit of old vibe and kind of feeling us in that way. I don't know. I like the way the storytelling works
Mm-hmm.
with stuff like this, and it gives me that like that Stephen King horror vibe for some reason. So I like it.
Does seeing old kid show stuff creep you out?
Like if
Like,
Like,
if we
do
were
I
to put on some Mr. Rogers right now, would that freak me out?
I guess I would ask that both ways. Does old staticky clips of Captain Kangaroo, do they give you the heebie-jeebies? Question 1. Question 2,
Captain
Did-
Kangaroo probably would, yeah.
right? Like kind of in some way.
This
Mm.
weird staticky Captain Kangaroo thing sounds creepy to me.
Yeah.
Maybe
but
because I didn't watch Captain Kangaroo.
yeah. I think that might be part of it too. If it's something I'm not familiar
Yeah.
with, then I think that,
Yeah.
or I should say it this way. I think if it's something I'm already familiar with, I don't think it could creep me out. I think I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's funny. The second question is, from the stuff that we saw in the show, we saw some like quick clips of Candle Cove itself. Like, did you find those creepy?
There was like a pirate ship. There was like a baby doll head.
Yeah. uh-huh.
I was definitely
Like a
creeped out.
cave.
Didn't seem to have much of a plot, and every
Yeah.
plot was like scary. It seemed like the dreams I have at night. Like it seemed like a nightmare.
Yeah.
I like the TV show, the kids cartoon show, especially. I think the part that I really remember was the talking pirate ship, and they were like, "We're gonna go to this cave," kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, I get you're trying to be like a little unsettling, and like I get it a little bit, but it doesn't really unsettle me too much.
Mhm.
It's more the stuff coming into the real world, like the Teeth Man and stuff.
Mhm.
Like I'm
Mm.
like, okay, that's messed up. Is Teeth,
Yes,
is
yeah,
Teeth Man in this show? Like if
Uh-huh.
Teeth Man was in this show and then we saw Teeth Man in real life, then it would draw the correlation to the show and make me a little bit more spooked when we see the show.
Yeah.
But we haven't really seen too much. We saw a skeleton guy a little bit,
Mhm.
but he looked silly. So.
Have you guys ever seen like kids get so sucked into something that it's like creepy to watch the way that they're they're acting towards it, like when they're watching TV.
I've seen kids are so dumb. I've seen
Exactly, and like but it can get like I have to watch the rest of this episode of Paw Patrol. Like you can't turn it off now. Like it's like it can get really intense at that age because you're so narcissistic, so young, and everything revolves around you, and like it just kind of puts you back into that age of like, oh, it's all about me and this is fun, but also like this content wasn't designed by a kid, it was designed by an adult. So like, are they being manipulative, or are they gonna be healthy and happy like Barney's fucking weird. Let me just put that out there.
It's like Barney right now. Like if I just watched an old episode of Barney, I'd be like, this is dumb. But like you could twist it just a little bit. Like color correction, maybe add a little.
If I showed you Barney #1 videos, because I recently did
like season 1.
Like there's different Barneys, people who played Barney, and there's different versions of Barney. If I showed you the original Barney, I think you'd be like, "What the fuck? This is terrifying."
I mean, if it's not the Barney that I'm thinking about, like the Barney I saw, then yeah, probably.
Yeah,
because it would be unfamiliar to me.
Yeah,
as well, and I'd be like, well, then it would be like an off version of the thing that I know.
Mm-hmm.
So that, of course, that would be weird.
And I think that's where the real like horror comes in, is like the knowledge that this stuff is for children, supposed to be safe, and supposed to be like, you know, comforting, supporting, and that it's such a like delicate space, especially dealing with children who are very delicate, that like if this is a little bit off, it can get really unnerving. Like if you just throw in like a weird silence or something in a kid's show, and you would be like, "What? Wait, what? What's going on?" Like one of the like interesting things to me is, and I feel like this would play well in a, you know, just reading a horror story this way, which is, you know, tying this back to its origins in a like written story, that when they were talking around the dinner table about the show, one of the people said like, "Oh yeah, the only thing I remember about that show was like there was one episode where all of the characters was just screaming the entire time, and I didn't understand why." And I'm like we don't see that, but just like them telling that story, I'm just like, oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Well, and even the adults had like a fight over it, because they're like, no, because they were like, maybe that was just a nightmare, and they're like, no, that was like legit, that was a full episode.
Yeah.
I also thought it was really interesting though that all these other kids had because when the mom said, hey, it was just static, I was like, oh, okay, like these kids were obviously like making this up or whatever, but then all of the other kids their age know about it, so that made it more creepy to me, because they had already had a convo with everybody, and they all had known about this thing. So it's creepy, and I don't like that. But you know what I do like?
No.
I like getting points.
Oh.
Yep. So hopefully my predictions don't suck this time. Should I go for them? Or is there more to say?
What do you think, Joe? You got any more to say?
I was checking my notes. Now I'm good.
Dude, he's got notes?
I got tons of notes.
I mean, I do too, but they don't make sense.
Oh, well, you should figure that out.
Dude, it's a skeleton man running after. Like, it was spooky.
I wrote skeleton costume man, so we have a similar note.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do predictions. All right, go ahead, Claire.
Okay, so Joe picked this one because I made him pick a number 1 through 3. Joe thinks that the dude in the yard is the killer. Right now, we are led to believe that the dude in the yard, because we just see this clip where there's a guy in the backyard of his mom's house, right? And we're led to believe that he's one of the sheriffs or the cops.
I don't think I think we know he's a cop.
Well, I don't know if that's the same guy. You think that's the same guy?
Okay, I get what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
We're led to believe that the cop is the guy in the backyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say that guy is the killer.
Okay.
So I'm going to go, that guy is that.
Mike saw a guy in the backyard the day after Katie disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that guy is the killer.
Well, and then they connected him with this cop that's been hanging out with all of them.
Yeah.
So yes, that guy, who I don't know his name.
I don't know if we did know that guy's name.
Yeah.
He's just like a deputy or something from the. Yeah.
He's been around though. Bald guy.
Bald guy.
Carhartt
bald guy.
I want my favorite thing so far has been like the cute dogs. Even when they're trying to be scary, they were cute. So I want a dog.
Just like a dog running around?
I want a really cute. I want a dog. I drew a picture of a dog, so it's gonna happen.
Right.
I think that the mom is creeping me out. She could have been the murderer and maybe is the murderer. Like, I have that as a possibility, but Joe didn't pick that number. But I think that mom is dead. Mom's gonna die.
Okay.
I don't want her around. And since there is the weird teeth guy, I said there's going to be 5 or more teeth that we're going to see in this episode.
Like loose teeth, not
Loose
just like people
teeth.
smiling.
Not like teeth. Yes, these are pulled out teeth. They're separate from teeth man. They're separate from humans. They're just, if you see the bloody tooth, that's what I'm counting.
5 or more loose teeth.
5 or more.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Mine are maybe a little bit more wild. Number 1, animal sacrifice.
Whoa. Good choice.
Yeah.
I feel like that would happen.
I mean, it's going to get creepy. Number 2, Eddie was the only one that wasn't found. Eddie is alive.
That's good.
Claire, I've been doing this for a while.
I know. I'm like mad at myself though.
Don't worry, none of these will give me points. Number 3, we had like a skeleton man monster. We had a teeth man monster. I think we just have a bird man monster.
Ooh.
Just trying to think of like what would be like on a kid's show potentially.
Okay.
Pirates, they have birds.
Yeah.
I don't know. Birdman
You
monster.
think a Teeth Man is on the show?
Yeah, I don't know, right?
He's on the main page of the.
I feel like the skeleton guy is
he's
a
in
character from the show.
Yeah. But Teeth Man is not. Well, not yet. We haven't seen
Not
Teeth
yet,
Man
no.
in Candle Cove. And number 4, I think Mike shoots an adult.
Not stabs, shoots.
I think he shoots. I think he was looking for a gun in this episode and he didn't find it, and I think he finds it in the finale.
Cool. Again, the main character is Mike Painter. His brother is Eddie, who had disappeared. But I think Eddie is Mike and Mike is Eddie.
Oh, good little switcheroo.
It just seems like they made them twins. Why did they make them twins? There's got to be a switcheroo.
And he's the bad guy.
Yeah. I think we see Teeth Man in toothless form. We get to see
Like Gum
Like,
Man?
the teeth are gonna fall
just
off.
gums. We get to see what he looks like without the teeth.
Okay, I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Can't
gums.
picture it.
I think Candle Cove gets a reboot.
The TV show.
Mm-hmm. Like, as in, by the end, it like restarts, even beyond like what Katie has seen. Like, it's just the whole show is starting over or something.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll know when we see it. And then my last one is that Katie loves knife.
Oh, so she's gonna try to murder people?
She loves knife.
Loves knife. We'll know what it means when we see it.
I feel like I don't know that. Can I throw in like a random one that I don't know neither of you guys picked?
Yeah.
Did anybody like get that like Mike was into Jessica, or am I weird? Because I think Mike's gonna try to get with Jessica.
Jessica's married to Gary.
Yeah, but I think Gary might be dead.
And then
Maybe shot.
it's Bone Town.
I'm just saying. I'm not counting it,
That's the
but
skeleton
when
man.
it happens, you'll know I thought about it.
Yes, we will. Okay, the final episode of this season, because we mentioned this is an anthology. Season 1 is only 6 episodes long, and the finale is called Welcome Home. So we're going to watch that, and we'll be back. And we're back. We're doing the final episode of Channel Zero. It was called Welcome Home. Looks like I got a little paragraph here to read from Wikipedia. Amy and Gary search for the children's suspects, and Gary is able to reclaim his own children from Candle Cove's control. Mike's wife, Erica, demands to know where Lily is. Lily is Mike's daughter. But he insists that he is the only one who can save her. He takes Erica to the site of the murders and loses consciousness, entering Eddie's parallel world, which is filled with strange rooms and monsters. When he finally comes face to face with his brother Eddie, Eddie allows Lily to leave if Mike will stay forever. Lily returns to reality by crawling through a TV and is greeted by her mother, Marla goes to the woods, who Marla is Eddie and Mike's mom, goes to the woods where she is attacked by Mrs. Booth. Marla is rescued at the last minute by Amy, who shoots Booth before Marla finally stabs her skull with the hook. Mike convinces Eddie to stay for one more card game. They played as kids, delaying him long enough for Marla to return to the woods and suffocate Mike's body before Eddie can possess it. Unable to break free of his world, Eddie is forced to remain with Mike. That's pretty much everything that happened.
Which means that the teeth man is out.
No.
He's out there, right? Or can he not get out?
I just told you what happened.
I really thought that they got stuck in that land, but they could still come out and haunt people. They just couldn't come out as humans.
Yeah, so I guess, what you're saying is technically true, because he said that he could, Eddie said at some point that he could come out into the world, but since he didn't have a body, he had to, like, hide away as, like, a monster, which would be, like, Teeth Man. Probably Bone Man.
Probably Bone Man.
So he's probably all
There's
that.
a skin guy.
Mr. Skin Tender or something like
Jawbone.
The Skin Taker.
The Skin Taker.
Mm.
So yeah, you could come out as a little bit as like monsters, but not stay because he doesn't have a body. But neither one of them have a body now, so they're just stuck in Candle Cove, and they can
playing cards,
kind of haunt the world a little because they can do something. So it seems like if they wanted to get out, but now presumably Eddie and Mike are both in there, and so Eddie's keeping Mike, or Mike is keeping Eddie in check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just gonna play cards. They're gonna play war.
Mm-hmm. What'd you think, Claire?
Spooky. So that's spooky. I feel like this might not be the best show to first and last. I mean, I'm sure you get this all the time, but we'll say I feel like we missed some major. Like, who the heck is Mrs. Booth, and why did they hook her in the head? I want to know more. So I feel like I'm gonna have to go subscribe to AMC for a couple days so I can go watch the rest of the episodes.
Got a free week trial if you sign up. Was Mrs. Booth the lady at the diner at the first episode who was like the teacher?
Oof.
Oh, I think you probably are right because I do remember him saying her name.
Because she said like something grammar, and he was like, "You're always been a grammar Nazi, Mrs. Booth." Maybe that. So I'm trying to. I'm thinking we saw her in the first episode.
So we did see her already.
So apparently, she's been kind of doing like Eddie's bidding.
Yes, it was Mrs. Booth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nailed it. I thought it was fun. I like it's that weird creepy vibe. I like now it's like a ghost brother kind of haunting everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Hold on. Let go. You just can't go over here. Now I have to edit. You son of a bitch.
You dirtbag cat.
Paused
it.
She didn't pause it somehow.
Oh, she didn't?
No, now I have no idea what I was saying. All right, we survived dirtbag cat attacking my computer, trying to turn off the podcast, but
you're talking about the things you liked about it.
I just like the vibe of it with kind of what it became. I'm curious because it seems like the one thing we didn't really get a grasp on is what happened when they were kids, like because it seemed like maybe Mike killed Eddie or something happened weird like that, and he trapped him in the thing. So like what, or like other things happened because I almost got a vibe that like maybe like Eddie killed the other kids, or they both did, and like they covered it up.
Don't exactly know what happened. Also, don't exactly know what, like, where did Candle Cove come from?
Right. Yeah.
And then how did his daughter just show up?
Well, I mean, they probably just visited.
But his ex or his wife like came later and was like, "Where's my daughter?" You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, this was episode 6, so I'm assuming at some point maybe he got his maybe went and grabbed his daughter for somehow.
Yeah.
Or his like wife just came and dropped her off, or he stole her. He seems a little unhinged, so I feel like maybe he stole her.
He could have done it like when he didn't know it. He could have done some like sleepwalking or something.
Could have been an Eddie thing too. You know who knows?
Oh yeah, pulling him in.
Pulling 'em
with the
in.
teeth monster.
Good old teeth monster. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, again, obviously missing a lot of things. It's hard to tie things together, but from, things that we saw in this, like really cool creature design.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like we saw a hint of Teeth Man in the first episode, and we saw more of him in this episode, and I feel like we heard him more too, just like saw him moving around more, and like the crinkle and clacking of the teeth as the Teeth Man was moving around. And then we also saw Skin Man, and there was the big like dry tree branch
Oh, like the burning bush
monster.
one?
Yeah, the burning bush
Mhm.
monster.
Yeah, and he like lit himself on fire, and then like kind of like hit himself while he was on fire. That
What was
fun.
going on with that? It looked cool though.
Yeah, that was really cool. Like monster creature design.
Yeah.
But it does make sense that it's like from a kid's imagination all these monsters are coming from, but I like the way that they made these. It seems like they were joking about the puppetry of the old TV shows and then showing us as audience members like what you can do with puppets now. Like I'm sure that there was a lot of puppetry in this.
That's true.
At least it seemed like that. And then it's just so much better than like the old school creepy Chucky doll thing in the creepy Cove. What Cove is it?
Candle.
Yeah.
The creepy cove, yeah.
Ugh.
It was a creepy cove as well, potentially.
No, that's a good point though, that especially knowing that like Max Landis is involved in this, and he's a person that's very much, I don't know a whole lot, but from that wrestling video that I've seen, that he's very much intrigued in how these things come together in terms of how people put together stories, including the technical aspects. So I could totally see him being someone totally interested in this internet folklore story about an old kids show, because he wants to, try to employ some of the, or recreate some of the, craftsmanship that they had with, shooting the old show with the old puppets, and then creating the new monsters with newer, technology of costumes and puppets. So
Yeah,
I could totally see
I
that.
would be really interested to know more about the costuming. I think I like a show like this because it's spooky, but most of it is set in like the daylight hours, kind of bright. Like it's not like dark and like, I don't know. I don't feel as scared. It also seems more fake. So it's like, it's not like I'm going to go to bed tonight and dream about Teeth Man, like coming to get me.
It's an interesting thing where I think of like watching it not scared, or not even really creeped. I guess maybe creeped, but not like heebie-jeebie.
I think you watch it, and I kind of feel like when I watch it, I acknowledge that is supposed to be unsettling, but really to me, I'm not really unsettled because it's like so wild.
Yeah. But I feel like watching it, I'm not creeped out, but I feel like if I were to just describe, if someone were to just describe to me the things that they saw in this show, I think it would feel creepier than actually seeing it. You know what I mean?
Well, from behind a rock, a teeth monster man came and grabbed the 2 teeth he had apparently ripped out of the child's mouth that were lying on the ground, left behind.
Or like, there's the thing that we mentioned from the first episode about that one of the kids or one of the adults remembers that an episode of Candle Cove was one where just all the characters were screaming.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
You just saying that to me, I just went, Jesus.
Yeah, that like.
Could you imagine watching a 30-minute like TV show where everyone was just screaming the whole time, like just The Office,
wailing.
but screaming?
Yeah, like that would be horrifying, and just and then like you don't need to actually see that to already just get the picture in your mind. You're just like, oh, that's fucked up.
Yep.
And it's just things like that. That there's certain other things, that I actually won't mention because I think that if I say it, it does put a little creep into whoever is listening to this episode that they maybe weren't looking for. But like there's certain images in this episode that I think that describing them is creepier than actually seeing it. For those of us in the room, the one I'm thinking of is like Michael's walking in hallways, and then he opens a door and he sees a few children with
Oh yeah.
they look very different,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all just smiling at him.
Yeah.
And that's something that, like, if I were to describe that as I actually saw it, I think that would be creepier than what I actually saw. Which what I actually saw, I think, was still pretty creepy, but like saying that in a sentence, that's nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's definitely creepy. I like the spin on the story. It kept, I don't know, it was definitely going somewhere and going there creepily. I was right there with them.
Yeah. Only thing I'm sad that we didn't get to see is or learn about is just kind of more Candle Cove origin / the time the kids got murdered. Really the old times.
Mm-hmm.
See, and I'm like, I want to know more about like that old lady, Mrs. What's her name?
Miss
Dobie.
Booth?
Booth. Yep. I want to know about her and how she interacted with the kids stuck in the time warp thing. Like that I don't understand, but she like was like, you left your kid and I was there for it was very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was a weirdo.
She deserved the like hook to the head.
Yeah. They used the iceberg or whale hook. What is
A
it
whale
called?
hook.
I feel like I want to call it a whale hook.
It's probably for whaling or something.
See,
right?
and I always thought it was an ice hook.
I think they're also for like I think they're both.
Well, I feel like ice and fish are typically like frozen things that you maybe carry.
Just Google whale hook, will it come up?
I want to hook a ice block. That seems badass.
That's like one step away from like giving me a lobotomy, Joe. Like, no, it's a slippery slope. You're gonna get an ice hook, then you're gonna want to be like, let me put it in your eyeball.
Well, the ice is only slippery if you get wet. It'll be fine. I'll wear boots, okay?
Oh my gosh.
We're back to
Back to
this whole
boots.
this whole podcast is just so you'll buy some damn boots,
I'll
Joe.
get some boots. I won't slip, okay?
Wear boots. So when it's not the thing I'm thinking of is not called a whale hook because if you Google whale hook, all you get is whale tails to hang on the wall to hang your coat or something on,
Oh.
like a bag
Which,
hook or a coat hook.
could be cute.
Could be cute. It'd be a good towel rack for your bathroom.
Oh.
See, yeah.
Now you know what you're getting for Christmas.
Well, I mean, wait,
It's not really your style.
it's not really my style.
If it was like a dinosaur
It was
hook, though.
It was like a cabin, maybe a whale tail hook would be great.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it was good. But
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I forgot about Channel Zero when I had watched it years ago.
It definitely like makes me feel like if Joe was to say, "Hey Claire, we're gonna watch some spooky shows," and then if he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be one of the Channel One anthologies."
Anthology.
Yeah. That's a hard word.
Yeah.
I would be like kind of into it potentially. Like I like the way it's based on a story. It has some good storylines. So, as a non-spooky resident, I think this is a good spooky start to the season.
Yeah, and short seasons too. They're only 6 episodes each, I think.
Mhm.
So about 6 hours long, a little less. So looking for something bigger than a movie, but not like the X-Files long.
Mm-hmm.
That's always what I go to. I'm like, bigger than a movie, but not X-Files.
Like not like 12 seasons long.
The one I watched that was called like No End House. The like quick like grabby synopsis is like these kids go to a escape room haunted house. And it's kind of weird and creepy, but not really weird and creepy, or not really scary in the way that they want, just kind of weird. And so like they leave, but like in the house, it's like every door that they go through has like a number. It's like door number 1, then door number 2, and whatever, right? And so they're not really feeling it. They leave, but then when they leave and like they're going home or something, like on their house, it's like door number 6, and it's just like, oh shit, am I still in the house?
Yes.
And then that's the show.
And then you're
Did
dead.
they have a lot of like costumes and puppetry? Like, is it similar? Or is it? I mean, could be totally different.
Yeah, totally different. Not really costumes, but like weird like set design of like interesting props that are creepy but not necessarily like gory or violent, even just like, oh, that's weird.
Guess we'll have to check this out.
Yeah.
Putting it on the list. So a nice pick, Jake. Feel free to add some more at the first and last. What is it, your Facebook? I almost had it, but you looked at me weird, so then I got nervous.
Oh, I wasn't looking at you weird. I was concentrating hard on what you were saying. I think you were trying to say if you want to make show suggestions, you can at FNL Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitter. There is a Facebook, but that site is trash. Don't go on it.
Hey, my mom likes it.
Of course your mom does, because she's old. Old people love Facebook. Predictions? How do you do, Claire?
No, I didn't do well. I was wrong about the killer. I was wrong about the dog. I was wrong about the mom being dead. And I was wrong about the teeth. So no points for Claire.
All right. I said animal sacrifice. No. I said Eddie is alive.
Whoa. Animal sacrifice.
What happened?
Humans. Are we not animals?
Who died? Who was sacrificed?
Did they not sacrifice the body of Mike so that Eddie wouldn't come out and take over his body?
You're really fighting for this point for me.
I mean, I'm not. I just think that you maybe earned them. Because I think that there was a sacrifice of Mike in this last episode.
I mean,
but he's not
guess
necessarily
in
an
a
animal.
way, I wouldn't say that when I said animal sacrifice, I was talking about they killed a human for a sacrifice.
All right.
So, in what I was trying to say, I don't count that. Now this one, Eddie is alive. He's like dead and in a shadow realm, and then he never got to come back, because if he would have made it back, it would have been like slam dunk.
So slam dunk if he would have made it back. He is certainly not dead like the other kids are dead.
Right.
They are truly dead. He and Mike are in limbo right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I at least want to give you a half, because I feel like the spirit of this was like Eddie's around.
Yeah. I'll take a half. I mean,
I wouldn't have given you that. See, I would have given you the point for the other one, but not that one. So let's just call it even and give you half the point.
All right. I accept. Half. Other one is bird monster. There was a skin monster and a wicker monster and stuff, but no bird monster. So nope. And then I said Mike shoots an adult, and that did someone did get shot, but it was Mrs. Booth by Amy, the cop.
Mm-hmm.
So no, but so half a point, I guess.
Half. I had Eddie as Mike and Mike as Eddie, which at the end there I got close, but they got blocked out. Yeah. I had that teeth guy. We get to see Teeth Man in toothless form, which we did see. Teeth Man is Eddie.
Yeah.
And we definitely saw Eddie, and we actually saw Eddie with the teeth starting to go up his arm. So
okay, I mean, we didn't see any gum man.
Well,
really,
it's not what he meant.
You could argue that Skin Man is gum man.
Ugh, dry gum man.
He needed some water.
No, you definitely a point for that.
All right.
Do you think Teeth Man flosses?
Dude, that would take days.
Twice a day.
In
That's all
between
he
every
does.
tooth.
How does he brush?
Just all over, just full body
He has a
brushing.
loofah.
Does he just pour Listerine into a pond and go for a swim?
Loves it.
He just walks through a car wash.
Could you imagine a canker sore if your whole body is just teeth?
If your whole body is teeth.
Well, you can get a canker sore on your tooth.
I don't know. Maybe you can. What if he just has a cavity? Ouch.
What if there's one little tongue in there somewhere?
That's the horror story
It's
right there.
kind of by his butt, like a tail.
Oh, it'd be the worst place for a tongue.
It'd be really bad to be a
Wags.
teeth man, so,
Anywho, how many more other points did you get?
I have that Candle Cove gets a reboot. I didn't really get anything like that. I was really looking for Mike, the show is back, but it's different now.
Yeah. And it was back on several months later, but it was the exact same bit we already saw.
It's the same. It's reruns.
Yeah. Jeez.
So you get a whole point.
And then my last one is that Katie loves knife. Inconclusive whether she loves knife or not.
Katie might love knife.
Because, Katie she was holding a knife when her dad pulled her out of the woods. But we really started paying more attention to the other child, which was Layla.
Wait, she was holding a knife when she got pulled out of the woods?
She was in the woods looking creepy. Again, a lot of these...
When Katie and Dave, or Dane, I don't know which one that little kid's name is, when they were in and Gary was trying to be like, your dad's going to come and get you now. They were both just holding like butter knives or like steak knives or something.
Yeah, they definitely were holding knives.
Did it look like she was affectionate towards the knife?
I didn't see her kiss it or like rub it on her cheek or anything.
What are you looking for?
It looked like she was being told what to do and she was holding the knife because her little child brain was like, I have to stab someone if I need to or something.
Because that lady said I should stab people.
But she didn't love the knife enough to stab her dad when...
Like she wouldn't like protect the knife?
No. No. She I think she left the knife in the woods.
I'm pretty sure that once Dad was holding her hand, the knife was no longer there.
Dang, that's a close one.
Yeah, I think she dropped the knife. She ghosted the knife.
It's probably like now stuck to her body like a little tail right above her butthole.
That'd be interesting. I already gave you no points for that one.
Okay, well, it's this close to getting a Mad Libs prediction to work out. So then, what, full for Teeth Guy in toothless form?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep.
1 point?
1 point.
Still the most.
Yeah.
Still the most. Well, that's going to do it then for us. Claire, thanks for joining.
Oh, thank you guys so much for having me here. This is always a good time on First and Last.
Yeah. Now you have a show to watch for Spooky Month.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of shows. And video games. And movies. It's a long month. Joe loves it.
Could be longer. Could be greater.
Could be.
Yeah.
And it will be.
Once again, listeners, if you want to hit us up with any show suggestions or comments or whatnot, you can at FNDL Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter. We have an Instagram as well. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.